Greetings,
RC.
Model Geeks. And here we are at the shed yet again. We're really spoiling ourselves at the moment, aren't we, mate, Colin?
Yeah, 2 days on the trot.
Yeah. So, yeah, thanks for those comments on the last video. Keep them coming. Always appreciated. Don't forget, thumbs up and like. Most important, actually.
Yep.
So, yeah, another plane we're going to fly today is the David Boddington Tyro 2. And there she is. Now, I bought this kit a few years ago, mainly because it was the second plane that I ever had, and it was my first plane that had an engine on it back in the early 80s, and I had an OS 15 Max on it, and this plane basically taught me to land, shall we say. I didn't have much success with actually flying it. It had an old ACOMS 2-channel radio, bearing in mind it was 3-channel, so I'd like hardwired the throttle fully open, you know, and things like that. But what I used to do with it, after it actually flew away as well, because it had a dry cell battery pack and the contacts went funny on it, the old spring contacts. So what I used to do, I used to use it as like a chuck glider, and I used to run along with it and launch it without the engine running, and it would glide beautifully, and then I would just practice landing it, you know, hanging out the landing, well, touching down. So it taught me to land this plane back in the day. I always fancied another one, so I saw the kit for sale on eBay a few years ago, bought it, sat around for a few years, finally built it. Mark 1 built it, and yeah, obviously it's electric this time. So it's only 2-channel, rudder and elevator, with a throttle to make it 3. Is what it is. David Boddington Tyro 2. So let's fire it up. Now this has got a jumper R8 receiver in it. Now I've not had much success with this jumper R8 receiver due to that big thing up there. Right? Some receivers, some reason, just do not like that mast, and they get interfered with and they lock out. And one of those is the jumper R8 receiver. But I was using that with the Radio Master transmitter before, and the Radio Master transmitter in FR Sky mode, which is what the jumper receiver is, has got a slightly low output compared to a proper FR Sky transmitter. So I'm using a Taranis here, my old faithful, which is still going. This is my first 2.4 radio, original X9D. It's got a slightly higher output. Hopefully we won't get any interference from that mast up there. So let's connect up the battery. I know the areas that it will interfere, so all we've got to do is fly through them and see if it locks out.
Yeah.
But hopefully we won't have a problem. But if it crashes, we'll know what it is.
Yeah.
I hope we don't, because I actually quite like this plane. Now the ground's not exactly perfect, is it now, Cole?
No, it's a bit sloppy.
She's got small wheels on her, so we'll see if she gets off or not.
Yep.
She's got to find an area without any horseshoes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. Yes.
Beautiful. I'm just down at half throttle now.
head there, but we're back.
Climbing a little bit, we'll give her a little bit of down trim. She wants a little bit of left trim there. I'll say that's pretty trimmed out now.
Uh-huh.
Just going to put some glasses on, I would do. I've got them, I have to pull them off my head. Ugh. Over this way, mate.
Yeah.
If you're slightly in front of me, then you won't get made in the way, will you?
No, that's fine.
Oh, there you go. Jumper doesn't like that.
What's that?
Came out with an RF signal critical.
Oh, probably that tower, like you said, mate.
It is. It's a receiver and shit. See, there we go.
Whoa.
See that?
Yeah.
You get that on camera?
I did.
There you go. That's what happens with a jumper R8 when you're near something that's got a high RF output, like a mobile mast.
Yeah, she didn't like that.
She didn't like that at all, did she?
No.
So I think we'll just fly out this way
Yeah, stay away from the...
for a bit. Yeah. Well, that proves it's the receiver that's shit, and not the transmitter, because that's two different transmitters now
Yeah.
that it's done that on. Which is quite annoying, really. Got a grrr to it, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it? I think that spindle might be a bit, shaft might be a bit. Yeah. Or something.
Sounds like a bloody glow, doesn't it?
Does, yeah. There's a really good muffler on it.
Well, as you can see, she flies beautiful.
Yeah.
She's not getting interfered with.
Hmm.
As you can see, those trees are much further away than you think they are.
Hmm.
You can fly quite a way out there, and we're nowhere near the trees.
Oh. What were you saying? That's
What a wanker!
That's got to be the classic of classics, isn't it?
Edit that bit out.
Ah, bugger. Oh, mate.
Okay, well, we all make mistakes, don't we? So the plane's all right, actually. There it is, just sitting on the ground. just a little tear in the covering of the wing. Apart from that, she's fine. But yeah, what happened? I forgot about this tree being further out than the rest of them.
Yes.
As you can see, it's like what, 30, 40, 50 feet further out than the rest of the tree line.
Yeah.
And so I just clipped it quite heavily. Oh, my poor little Tyro too.
Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. She's alright. Yeah, look. No other damage apart from that little rip in the covering there. Yeah, there's not even a dent on the leading edge. Nothing. So undercarriage is a little bit bent. But I think we'll go and fix her up, maybe fly her again, eh?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Should we try a different receiver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that tower's fault.
It is that tower. It's a right beeping the beep. But I said it's only certain receivers, and it just shows you don't buy cheap.
Yeah. Do not buy cheap.
Yeah. What I normally do is I've got like a plane that I don't mind if it gets pranged up, and I'll test a new type of receiver on that plane first, and fly it around and see what it does.
Yeah.
Like I said, I did know that this receiver did glitch out. When using a radio master or a jumper transmitter.
Yeah.
I thought it would be okay with the FR Sky, but obviously it still isn't.
No.
So it's a shit receiver.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use them. So what we'll do is we'll put a proper FR Sky in there. And see what happens then.
Yeah.
Watch where you're walking, mate. There's some big horse bombs.
Yeah, I've got one eye in the viewfinder and the other eye on the ground.
Right, so we'll get this cleaned up, shall we?
Yeah.
And give it another fly and try not to crash it this time.
Okay.
See, it's tempting fate, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, like you said yesterday, didn't you, about something? And
Yeah.
It like happened, like the mud.
Yeah.
And then I said about the tree and I hit it.
You did. That's the sort of thing I'd do.
Hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, cheers. Right, we'll be back with you when something's cleaned up.
When we've repaired and had a laugh.
Yeah.
Back soon.
Right, so we are back in the shed and repairs are underway. So what you can do first then, Rob?
Are we on?
We've been on.
Fucking hell.
I've introduced it.
Oh, well done, mate. So, right, repairs, yes. The major one is we bent the shaft slightly on the motor. As you can see, she's a bit wibbly wobbly, and the bell's wobbling backwards and forwards as well. Not convinced this wasn't slightly bent anyway because of that noise we was getting.
Yeah.
And look at that.
The mounting's tight still.
Yeah. So we've got to find a motor. Oh well, we'll either straighten this one or we'll find another motor for it. So we'll take that out first of all. Hopefully. And yeah, we'll see how it goes, eh?
Yeah.
Right, well, we'll find some tools and we'll get on with that, eh, Carl?
Okay, be right back.
Okay, so we have the motor out. This is one of these Hobby King donkey motors, come with an ESC already attached. Basically like that, all in one package. Now there's a lot, if we look down here, don't know how well you'll see it, there's a lot of metal shit going on in there. So I think this has sort of been running a bit weird for a while. And I don't know if you can, well, we can see down there it's well bent anyway. Whether that happened on when we hit that tree, I don't know. So what we're going to do, rip it apart, see if we can get that circlip off down there, take the shaft out, clean it all up, we'll straighten the shaft, we can probably put that in the lathe or something and straighten that.
Yep.
And then put it back together. I mean, I've probably got another motor that could go in there, but I quite like this. It was just like an all-in-one little package, you know. It's kept it nice and neat.
Yeah.
And you know, look, it was only a 20 amp ESC with a 3 amp Beck, which is quite good going actually. Yeah, well, let's get that apart, shall we?
Right.
See how it goes. Right. Well, the dissection of the motor continues. Now, I've never seen this in a brushless motor before. I've seen it in brush motors, not in brushless. No bearing, no ball bearings. It's actually using like a phosphor bronze bush down the centre here. That's how cheap these motors were. Yeah, all the way through. It's just a phosphor bronze bush that the shaft runs in. So no wonder it was a bit wibbly wobbly and manky. And that explains all the horrible black powder and stuff. And just bits of fucking metal and crap. Look at that. That was coming out of it. So we've got a grub screw there. No, look, no grub screw. That must be just a push. How the hell is that connected to that? No screw. I think this might end up as scrap.
I think so. Maybe
it's like pushed fitted, isn't it? Into there.
It might be an old shaft.
Yeah.
Splined, isn't it? And then just pressed, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have much success with this, do you?
No.
I've got a feeling the bell's actually bent itself. Yeah, it is. I can see. Compared to that, the bell's actually bent. Yeah. So.
New motor then.
Yeah, let's find a different motor. I don't like the idea of the phosphor bronze bush anyway. 20 amp ESC. So. Yeah, I mean, you can look at all that shit from the phosphor bronze bush. Yeah, we need to find a new motor for that. What was that? It was a 1200 kV motor. We'll have to go through a stash
and see what we got.
And see what's in there, and we'll come back to you. Okay, so we drew up a new engine mount. We had to swap the motor out in the end. So we drew up a new firewall in draft site actually, with all the holes in it, and then I exported that as a DXF and imported it into what we call Lightburn. And this is Lightburn. This is the software you use for laser cutting. Imported that into there, and then all we have to do is hit the go button, and off it will go and cut it. And we'll go and watch that in a second. In Lightburn, you've got control of things like how fast the laser is moving and how much power the laser is putting out. And with a laser cutter, you want to use the minimum amount of power because that prolongs the life of your laser. So if you're going to use, the less power you use, the slower you've got to move, because it takes longer to burn through what you're cutting. If you want to do high-speed cutting, you've got to run more power, basically. So yeah, we'll go and press the tit and then have a look on the laser cutter and see what we produce.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
You recording?
Yep.
Looks good to me. So there is the final piece cut out. That is 1/4 inch ply. Not a bad finish there. It's got quite big holes in it, and the reason for that is we're going to use these rubber mountings for the motor. I quite like these. They basically just push into the hole. They are quite a tight fit, but they'll push into that hole, and then when you put a screw through them, they've got like an insert in them here that will pull up and clamp this rubber between the wood, and it will never pull out. It's like a raw plug kind of thing, and it also gives you a bit of rubber suspension protection for the motor if you like, you know, hit anything with a prop or whatever. Hole in the centre to clear the shaft that sticks out the back a little bit. Hole for the motor wires, and that's it. So we'll get that installed and come back to you when we're a bit closer to having it sorted. Okay, we are getting there.
Yeah, I thought you'd say progressing.
Engine firewall is in. Motor's mounted on it. It's just gluing off at the moment. We've got 5-minute epoxy going on there with some flocks in it. So that is all gluing off. We've got a little bit of right thrust. We've got a little bit of down thrust. It's a much thicker firewall, slightly smaller motor, weight wise anyway. So we've gone for a 6mm ply plate rather than, we had 2mm in there before. That's what we had in there before.
Yeah.
And there was a bit of lead in this front bolted in as well, so we might mitigate that a bit as well. We'll see. Battery just fits in that hole nicely. It's a front loader, but you still have to plug the connector in through the top, unfortunately. But it's what it is. Yeah, I mean, we had a little bit of a ding here as well when we hit that tree. Just going to leave that for now. That can be fixed at a later date. So the only thing to do now, straighten the wheels. As you can see, they a little bit pissed, one of them.
Yeah.
And change this receiver. Ooh. Yeah, change this receiver out, which is pants. We might put an access, FR Sky access receiver in there.
Yeah.
And we've got to do an ESC as well. We'll put an ESC in there, and that's it. Then we go fly it again, eh?
Yeah.
But yeah, coming together. Let's hope this KV of this motor is a little bit less than the other one, so we found a prop with a bit more pitch on it, which should hopefully get back that thrust that we was going to be losing out on.
Yeah.
We'll just have to we'll have to see, won't we? Yeah, is what it is. Hit and miss. I mean, it's a light plane. You know, should be all right.
Yeah.
We'll soon find out, though, won't we?
Oh yes.
It's all about experimentation.
Yes, in the lab.
Oh, yeah, in the lab. Yeah, exactly. Oh, we've got to do the covering on the wing as well.
Oh yeah.
That little tear.
Yeah. It's only a little hole though.
Yeah, minor problem.
Yeah.
All right, back soon. We'll go down the far end.
Okay. Okay.
Choo-choo. Right. So she's all back together. Different receiver. We've now gone for FR Sky access receiver, so we can use the X10S. Different motor, different prop, slightly lower KV motor, slightly higher pitch prop. The hole in the wing, which has taped it over, a bit of tape. Undercarriage is straightened out. Everything's working. Hopefully we've got enough power. It didn't feel like it was exactly blowing a gale, did it, Cole?
No.
So let's see what happens, eh? If it don't, we'll hand launch it.
Okay.
And we'll go in a different direction now because the wind has picked up.
Yeah.
There she goes. And she's away.
Yeah.
I'm going to wander back up now, aren't I?
Yeah.
Right. Are we back with it?
Yeah.
Excellent. So there she is flying. Now we'll go over that area again, where we know there was interference.
Yeah.
And surprise, surprise,
No disruptions.
no disruptions. That's exactly what I'd expect. Oh, battery's flat for some reason.
Oh. Oh.
I was opening the throttle and it was just like no more power. It might be pulling a little bit too much current.
Nice landing though.
Flies alright, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So there we go. Jumper, R8 receivers.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're in a high noise environment.
Yeah, like right next to mobile phone towers. Yeah, I was just doing a bit of
Motor is cold. I'll just check the ESC. Just to make sure it wasn't ESC's cold, so it wasn't dipping out on overheating or anything.
no, it's just a bit of a flat battery, I guess.
It could well be. It's an old battery, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the wrong battery we put in there.
Is it?
Yeah,
What do we put in there?
the blue one. We was using the yellow, weren't we?
Oh yes, we were.
Yeah, it's a flat battery.
Yeah,
One
flat
bloody
battery.
didn't fly. Fucking hell.
Oh well.
Yeah, I saw it, blue one in there. Anyway, we got a flight out of it.
Yeah.
We proved the problem. Well, apart from my eyesight,
Yeah.
can't improve that. That tree is closer than the other ones.
Yeah.
But you know, no major damage done. She's back flying. Beautiful.
Lovely.
And yeah, all great fun. We were going to fly the the Super Buccaneer, weren't we, today?
Yeah.
But obviously I crashed into a tree.
Yeah.
So we ended up repairing the plane. If I hadn't repaired the plane today, it would have just sat around forever and a day, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know, not in flying condition, because I'd have moved on to something else. But yeah, we fixed it, and we now have a reliable plane that will fly anywhere without interference, which is good. So there you go. Like, comment and subscribe. There is no bonus footage today, is there, Cole? Unless we suddenly think of something in the next 5 minutes.
No, probably not.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks all for watching.
Yeah.
Like. Recommend us to your friends. Thanks for all those comments. I'm not a rock god. I'm just a bloke in a shed, okay?
Yeah, because you can't play a guitar anyway.
Exactly. No, can't. I can play a G-string though.
Yeah.
Anyway, see you all later.
Yeah. Ciao.
Bye. Bye from Matt Colin.
And it's goodbye from Captain Rob. Yeah. Cheers then.
Bye.
Thank you for watching Captain Rob's RC Model Geeks. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click that like button. If you want to see more of the same type of videos, don't forget you can subscribe. If you want to support us, you can use PayPal, paypal.me/RC Model Geeks. If you want to contact us, you can email us rcmodelgeeks@gmail.com. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.